Hey everybody, it's Tom Cheswick. Thanks so much again for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about sandbags. Over my 30-year career, I have definitely needed sandbags. Probably one of my most embarrassing shoots was photographing the mayor of Phoenix and having my main light drop right over. Hey Skittles, how you doing? Okay, so here I am photographing the mayor of Phoenix and the light drops right on top of him. And that's why sandbags are so important. There's lots of different ways to weigh down your lights. You can do cheap ways where you use an empty container, fill it up with water. That's going to give you about an 8-pound weight. And that works really well. It doesn't look very professional, but it does get the job done. My Boeing's boom arm came with this weight, which should be outlawed. This is a 10-pound piece of lead that would really hurt somebody, do some serious damage if they were just to even bump their head into it. That brings up an important point. If you notice at the very end of this, I have a tennis ball. Anytime you're using a boom arm and you have a pointed object at the very end of the arm, go ahead and cover it. Okay, this is just a tennis ball. Sliced a little hole in it, put it on, and now if a client bumps into it, it's not going to hurt anybody. But we're here about sandbags. I picked these up on Amazon. They're E-Mart. So what I liked about these are they are double zippered, so that should help keep the sand in. And you'll notice they were nice enough to even provide Ziploc bags, because sand in sandbags, still, sand is going to get everywhere. So this is a 6-pound weight. I would use this maybe on a tripod to steady it, or on something like this that's kind of small, lightweight. On a serious boom, we're going to need more weight, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Hey, Skittles. So with sandbags, I don't actually use sand. If you ever vacationed at the beach, you know for the next 6 months, you have sand everywhere in your luggage. It just, all over your house, it just goes everywhere. So even in a Ziploc bag, even if it has a double zipper, sand is still going to leak out. And I don't want sand on my gear. So I use Pea Gravel, or sometimes it's called Pea Pebbles. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be using today. It's Pea Pebbles. I got it at Home Depot. It's a 1/2 cubic foot. And it's roughly about 50 pounds, and it's only $4.38 at my Home Depot. Okay, so these sandbags, they came in a kit with 4 of them. Those were just $18. So let's go ahead and fill those up. Okay, so the most important thing is to make sure your bags are even on both sides. So with the water bottles, I put 3 on each side. That balances out very nicely. Here, I'm going to make an 8-pound sandbag using, of course, Pea Pebbles. Okay, so I measured this out. It's approximately 4 pounds. So I'm going to do 1 on one side and 1 on the other side. So one of the things I liked about this bag was it has 2 zippers, so it's double zippered. It also can hold weight up to 25 pounds, so you can make extremely heavy ones if needed. Okay, with the gear I use, 8 pounds, 10 pounds, 6 pounds. Those are going to be my favorite ones. Perfect. So the first side is done. There's lots of room left in here, so we definitely could go a lot higher in weight. Okay, so we have 4 pounds on one side. We're going to do 4 pounds on the other side. We'll have an 8-pound sandbag using Pea Pebbles. All right, we got the weight in there. We're gonna double zip it up. Perfect. All right, and we have an 8-pound weight ready to go. Let me show you the 2 common ways to place these sandbags on a light stand. Okay, so when you have a giant boom arm, what you use the weights for is kind of a counterweight. So this one would go here and lock it down, and it would balance out a heavy light on the opposite side. Though it is kind of a slow process taking this on and off, if it hit one of your clients or yourself, it would hurt quite a bit. Sandbag's quite a bit easier. Just slap it on like that. And again, you would use a weight that balances out whatever you put on the other end of your boom arm. So here we are with our PhotoFlex mini boom with the sandbag that we just, the ones that we made with the pea pebbles. All right. So let me show you how you would balance this out. What you want to do is have it equal weight. So you would loosen your arm here, and we're a little bit off. Now it's kind of fair balance, so we know that's a great place to lock it in. Okay, so we are all set. Skittles. All right, so thanks again for joining my YouTube channel. Today was a little troubling with Skittles. She's looking a little crazed right now. Good girl. Yeah. All right, hope to see you again. Take care, bye-bye. Okay guys, 3 quick tips here when using a light stand. One is these little arms here. So many people place them so differently. I've noticed in watching so many YouTube videos, light stands are set so differently. The correct way is to have this parallel to the ground. Okay, next, even if you make your own weight, go ahead, use it. It's 8 pounds, and it's going to work very well. Give you a lot of stability. And if you use the sandbags that we just made, you want to go over, put it on the leg that has the weight. So the boom arm is out over this way. That's the supporting leg, and that's going to work great. If you have a C-stand, that's going to work the same way. You put it on the highest leg. That's the weight-bearing leg that keeps this off the ground, so you have the full weight of the sand. In our example, Pea Gravel. And you have it on the weight, on the side of the weight. So the light would be on this side of the C-stand as well. Thanks again for joining me on a video. Be sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up and leave a comment on your favorite sandbags.